So a few months ago, this battery did not have low temperature charging protection, but this is their new version and it's only $399. So we're gonna rip it apart and see if it works. We're also gonna see if they made any changes, and this is the one that we ripped apart before. So we actually have something to reference. Before starting this video, I did a capacity test and it pulled 100.6 amp hours and 1,286 watt hours, which means it passed the test, but by 0.6%, so nothing to brag about. But that could be due to the cells that they're using. So anyways, that's enough talking, let's rip it apart. First difference on the old pack versus the new is it has a different BMS. But I'm not seeing temperature sensor leads, so let's tear this apart a little bit more. There's only 5 balance leads, so there's no temperature sensor input right here. Oh, I think I found it. There was a temperature sensor inside of the BMS, which is always a bad idea because this BMS will warm up and it will give you inaccurate temperature readings of the cells. You should always have the temperature sensor on the cells. And we found this on quite a few batteries, and I call this an instant failure. You should have this on the cells. It's very important. But let's test it anyways just to see if it works. All right, so now we're charging with 10 amps. Oh, look at that. So it actually works. Let's try warming it up. And look at that, yep. What a bummer. And this thing is close to the FET, so it would have an inaccurate temperature reading. You have to have this on the cells. And I can't imagine why an engineer would miss that. That is so crucial. I guess if you're not using the batteries at all night, this would actually help in a cold environment. But yeah, that's too risky. You need to assess the temperature of the cells at the cells because that's where it matters most. Even this $350 battery that we bought off Amazon, the temperature sensor was connected to the cells. This was the first cheap battery that actually had that, and the low temp charging protection works. And I don't think these are back in stock. It's gonna take a few months. People sold these out. So far, this is a pretty good battery for the price, which is pretty surprising. I'm pretty sure once the company sees this video, they're gonna fix this problem. So check in the comments section to see if there's any updates. I'm gonna email the company and tell them that they need to fix this, and they probably will, but this is a very short lead and it's hard to get it into this battery pack, so they're gonna have to get a different temperature sensor with a longer lead. And unfortunately, this happens a lot on this channel. Pretty much half of my review videos are complete failures of products. This one almost got it, but yeah, that's not acceptable. This needs to be fixed. And something that makes me wonder is how long people are gonna buy these small batteries. And by small, I mean 12 volt, 100 amp hour batteries. In the past, these cost like 3 or 4 times as much, and they were the same size as an RV battery. So people for off-grid application would buy these, put them into series or parallel, and then they would have a solar battery bank. But nowadays you can buy a server rack battery for much cheaper. It's much easier to use. You don't have to put your batteries into parallel or series anymore. So yeah, I think the popularity of these batteries is gonna go down in the next year or so. That's just my guess. I don't see why anybody would spend extra money to deal with more hardships. You just have more things that can go wrong, and you have more pieces in your system. You're better off just buying 5 kilowatt hour server rack batteries for cheaper, and they have better quality than all of these batteries. So yeah, I think there's gonna be a major change coming in, and I think people are gonna stop buying these. I know people are accustomed to these, but the cheaper they get, why would you stick with these small ones and wire them up yourself when you can just buy a single battery? And that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below, or if you disagree with any of the conclusions that I put into this video. Anyways, I will talk to you soon, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.